that this never happens again. Mr. Speaker, Albertans are sick of this government's lip service and want the NDP to stop sweeping this issue under the rug.
The honourable member for Calgary-Greenway.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The coat of arms sitting above your chair includes this motto, Fortis et Liber, which we all know means strong and free. I want to thank the forefathers of this province for giving Alberta this coat of arms, and also the pioneers for making this province strong and free. I am concerned, however, that Alberta today is less strong and less free. When nearly 100,000 people are sitting at home because they cannot find work, we are less strong. When the multinational companies are bailing out of Alberta, when bankruptcies are spiking, and the small businesses, 4 to 5 generations old, are shutting down, we are less strong. When the government disrespects our proud farmers with Bill 6, and when the vast majority of Albertans reject the carbon tax but have it imposed on them anyways, we are less free. When this government wants to take the freedom away from our small businesses and enslave them with their socialist ideology, we are definitely not free. When the Minister of Finance is asked about burgeoning debt load, and he simply smiles, and when his comrades heckles and call concerned citizens chicken little, sewer rats, and when Serenity still cannot get justice, we are definitely not strong or free. With the NDP's ideological governing style, this government is not fighting for Alberta families as they always claim. In reality, they are hijacking our future, our children's future, and they are killing the proud culture of this province. When free enterprise Albertans unite, they will annihilate this NDP socialist ideology in the next election. Albertans will take their province back, and once again, it will be Fortis et Liber.
Yes. I want to caution all of the House again about the need for certain words like killing and words of violence. Please consider that. The honourable member for Calgary East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I love spending time in my constituency, and not just because we have the best food in Calgary. Talking to my constituents about what matters to them is the most important part of my job. I also like being there because I get to be on the ground to experience real, concrete examples of the work that this government is doing to make life better for people in Calgary East. The most obvious example of this is the redesign and addition of bus rapid transit to 17th Avenue Southeast. As a result of $85 million of investment by this government, construction has begun to widen the street. This project will make it easier for people to visit the amazing businesses on the avenue, increase access to faster public transit, and will make it possible for people to bike into downtown in Inglewood. I also had the opportunity to tour the new Even Start Child Development Centre in Mayland Heights. $300,000 of government investment is helping to create 30 new $25 a day childcare spaces, and the centre will also house Even Start's existing program for at-risk preschoolers. It's a beautiful facility complete with indoor play centre, community gardens, and art spaces. I spent lunch hour at Holy Family School, one of the first schools to pilot our school nutrition program. Grade 6 students were helping to serve a variety of healthy sandwiches and fruits to younger students, who were all smiles as they sat on the gym floor enjoying their lunch. The principal noted that parents, teachers, and kids have all noticed benefits from this program already. I dropped by Common Crown Brewing, the second of 3 new microbreweries to open in my riding that makes delicious beer with local ingredients. The owners were pleased with the government support that had been available so far and talked about the camaraderie and collaborative approach that new small brewers in Calgary are taking together. I was present at the opening of the new NICU unit at the Peter Lougheed Hospital, where folks from East Calgary, including myself, go to have babies. I know this beautiful new space will be appreciated by the 1 in 8 parents who have babies that require some form of intensive care. These are only some examples, Mr. Speaker, but I think they work to illustrate how our government's choices are focused on tangible actions that make life better for Albertans. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for Peach River.
I recently had the opportunity to get to know a corner of my constituency no previous MLA has ever visited, the Blue Hills Community School. I was invited to the Tompkins Improvement Board AGM and fundraiser and received a warm welcome on arrival. I toured the school, chatted with families from the area, and learned about community plans and goals. Blue Hills is a Mennonite farming community, a mix of longtime residents and newcomers. What is perhaps most unique about this community is that, unlike many small rural communities that are struggling to remain viable, Blue Hills is flourishing and growing quickly. They already have the lovely new Blue Hills Motel and Plaza, a small convenience store, and fuel station. If the rate of development continues, I wouldn't be surprised to see a new town spring up in the area within a few years. Blue Hills is about 50 kilometres southwest of Lacrete and 20 kilometres from the Tompkins Landing Ferry, a key route to access services and markets. There are challenges, though. The ferry and ice bridge are closed several months of the year during freeze and spring breakup. Water levels are often too low for the ferry to operate. Limited ferry capacity can mean long waits. The community would love a new bridge, but they were very pleased to learn that a new, larger capacity ferry is on its way, although they joked that they would like a ferry wide enough to touch both sides of the river. Education is important to this community. Blue Hills School is K-9, but they want to expand to grade 12 in order to increase high school completion rates and eliminate the 2-hour bus ride. A new gymnasium is needed, as the current gym is too small to host tournaments and visiting teams. The old gym would become an industrial arts shop. A covered ice rink to allow games to be played during inclement weather is also planned. Blue Hills has many other project ideas, such as a seed cleaning plant,